In the previous video, we discussed the process of electrolysis and electrolytic cell. Okay, and we have seen that electrolytic cell or the electrolysis is basically used for metallurgy. It is used in the refining of metals. Okay, and in electrolysis, different substances are obtained at anode or cathode, and with the help of Faraday's laws, we can find out that what amount is deposited. Okay, now a topic is there which is related to electrolysis only, and that topic is predicting products of electrolysis. We know that in electrolysis products are obtained at anode or cathode. Now which type of product will be obtained, it depends on two things. The substance which is electrolyzed. Okay, which substance you are electrolyzing, it depends. Okay, whether it is aqueous solution which is electrolyzed or it is molten solution. And second, electrodes. Okay, electrodes means the metal rods. If the electrodes are made up of gold or platinum, now these are inert metals, they will not take part in the reaction. Okay, in reaction, and they will basically act as a source or sink for the electrons. Okay, reaction will occur on the surface, but they themselves will not take part. But if the electrodes are made up of the same metal, okay, same metal or any reactive metal, now it will take part in the reaction. For example, suppose if I take aqueous copper sulfate, okay, I am electrolyzing aqueous copper sulfate. Now if I am taking platinum electrodes, okay, this will be electrolyzed, it will not take part in the reaction. But suppose if I take copper rods here, now copper rods will take part in the reaction. Okay, they themselves will get oxidized or reduced. So electrolysis depends on these things, that what products will be obtained, it depends upon the nature of the substance and the nature of electrodes. Now we have one example in our syllabus, and that is electrolysis of aqueous NaCl. Molten NaCl already we have discussed. Molten NaCl means only NaCl. Okay, and if molten NaCl is electrolyzed, we'll get two products, sodium and chlorine. But what will happen if aqueous sodium chloride is electrolyzed? So this is the electrolytic cell which I have taken, and this is aqueous NaCl. Aqueous NaCl means sodium chloride is dissolved in water. This is anode, this is cathode, which is connected to battery. Okay, now aqueous NaCl will dissociate like this. Okay, and since water is also there, and we know that water is also an electrolyte, so it will dissociate like this. Okay, so in contrary to molten NaCl, now in molten NaCl this reaction will not happen, so only one cation and one anion is there. But in aqueous NaCl you can see that now two cations are there and two anions are there. Now which will move to cathode and which will move to anode? Okay, so first we'll discuss about cathode. This, now at cathode is negative, so positive ion will go. So sodium can also go and hydrogen can also go. So if sodium moves, the reaction is this. Okay, Na plus one electron gives Na. And for this reaction, the reduction potential is minus 2.71 volt. This is a reduction reaction. And if H plus moves, the reaction will be like this. Okay, and for this we know that what is the reduction potential of hydrogen? It is 0.0 volt. Now there are two probable reactions, and any one of them will occur at cathode, because it is not possible that two cations are moving at the cathode. Only one will go. Now which will go at cathode? Okay, now at cathode the element having higher reduction potential goes. Now which is having higher reduction potential? This one. Okay, so reaction having higher E naught, or we can say that reaction having higher reduction potential is preferred. Okay, so what is the probable reaction? The probable reaction is this. It means at cathode which reaction will occur? H plus plus electron gives H. Or what is the product at cathode? It is hydrogen gas. And Na plus will remain in the solution. Now at anode there are two anions, Cl minus and OH minus, and at anode oxidation occurs. So I will write at cathode it is reduction taking place, and at anode it is oxidation. So we'll write the probable reactions. Okay, and what is the potential for this? The potential for this is 1.36 volt. Now these are reduction potentials, always remember. Okay, and the second reaction is OH minus. Now OH minus is losing electron, and from where this OH minus comes? From water only. So instead of writing OH minus, I will write water, that is oxidation of water. So I will write like this. Okay, this is oxidation of water. So instead of writing OH minus losing electron, we'll write water loses electron, that is oxidation of water, and the reduction potential for this is 1.23 volt. Now which reaction will be preferred? At cathode, higher reduction potential. So at anode, lower reduction potential. Okay, so what we'll write? At anode, lower reduction potential is preferred. Now what is lower reduction potential? 1.23. So this should be the probable reaction. But what happens actually, now listen carefully, according to the rule, at cathode the reaction having higher reduction potential occurs, and at anode the reaction having lower reduction potential occurs. So at cathode the product should be hydrogen, and at anode the product should be oxygen, because oxidation of water gives oxygen. But what happens? The oxidation of water is a very slow process. Okay, it does not occur on its own easily. This oxidation of water requires some extra voltage or extra potential for its occurrence, and this extra voltage is known as over voltage. Okay, that is not possible here. So this reaction should occur, but this reaction is not occurring. Why? Because oxidation of water is a very slow process and it requires some extra voltage, which is not possible here. So instead of this reaction, which reaction will occur? This reaction. And what will be the product? That is chlorine. So the probable reaction at anode will be this one. Cl minus gives Cl plus electron. So these are the products which are obtained at anode and cathode if we carry out electrolysis of aqueous sodium chloride. Okay, at cathode hydrogen gas is evolved, and at anode chlorine gas is evolved. This is an exceptional case. Okay, that here only since water is there, so over voltage is required. Otherwise, for all other cases, at cathode higher reduction potential and at anode lower reduction potential reaction occurs.